We are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be playing some Minecraft. Now, last we left off, we made this cool looking pillar and we dug out this entire area. And now we need to decorate it, as well as dig out this area, which is going to be the room where we're going to have our backup bees, the bees that will not have any contact with any water and won't have the ability to get lost. Just on the off chance that those bees out there or the bees in here just decide, you know what? I'm going to wander off into this water because they can do that. And I'd rather not lose all of the bees to that. So we're going to have some backup bees in this area that we need to dig out. But I think I want to focus on getting a fair chunk of this part decorated before we start doing that, since we did a whole lot of digging last time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and grab a few things. So I know we have a few areas where we already have moss and amethyst all around. We need to focus mainly on, I'd say, shaping the place. I think shaping the place is going to be our main focus for now. So let's grab our stone blocks. Is that all the stone I have here? I'm gonna need to grab some more from storage. That's fine. Other than that, I think that's all of them that we need off the top. I might want... I'll just stick with full blocks for now. Because over here it needs to be a little bit lower than some of the other areas, in all fairness. Ooh, you know what? Let's go ahead and make this a stair facing this way. Then we can have a slab underneath that one, so we can put gravel there. So let's... No. Cobblestone slab. And then we can put gravel up there. I'm fairly sure we can shape it in a way that that will work. Because not everywhere is going to have a full block down, but we just need to curve it in a way that it works. Right, and we need to make the structure where there's going to be a window through here, because this is where the actual moss farm is going to be. We need to have basically cave framing around a window that looks into the moss farm. So we can do... I don't have silk touch on me. I could stick with cobblestone until I get the shape down. Because it could be something... along these lines. Of course, we're gonna need stairs and slabs. You know what? I'll make some stairs and slabs. There we go. No, that's not what I wanted to do. And have it do... something like that. course, this is going to be glass, so we're not going to want to put too many stairs or anything because we're not going to be able to put glass in those little crevices, but I think that could work. Okay, instead of a full block, I'm going to put a slab. We could probably afford to put a stair there as well. You know what? I should probably make more of these anyway. Because it's not going to just stay cobblestone. In fact, the majority of this is going to turn into either stone or andesite. That was a slab. It could stay a slab. Was it a slab? No, that was a full block. Alright. You, however, were a full block. And I can make you gravel. Let's go ahead and put andesite. Stone. Stone. Gravel. Andesite. Nope. Too much andesite all in one place. Let's fix that. And then bop. And bop. Have it be something like that. Okay, having this be cobblestone seems to be too much. There we go. For now, I'll just put a torch there. I'm definitely going to need to put lighting somewhere around it just to make sure that it's all lit up. So it appears that it's all lit up. Because no mobs can spawn near it. I mean, we have that part of the lighting done, but I think it needs a light source nearby. Otherwise, it's gonna look a little bit off. You know what? No. Do I have another stair on me? I do. Good. And then on this side, it just cuts off. But we don't need to worry about that right now. We need to do the same on this side. Actually, this side has some moss. So let's do this. There we go. Let's start with normal cobble. That's not what I wanted to do. Needs to go all the way up. actually. We can have it curve slightly. Just gonna grab that, because it's most likely gonna end up being covered. It's definitely a lot different than the other side, which isn't terrible. But definitely could be better. You know what? Let's put mossy cobble there. Gravel. Andesite. Stone. We could put a slab. Andesite gravel. Stone. Let's turn you into... You know what? We'll have you be another stone. Eek. Alright. And then... Let's put stone up there. And since that's not going to be visible, we can grab it. And we can move it, actually. We can move it so it's up there instead. Which means we could put a whole lot more moss in that general area. Dang it. There we go. I could change that into a mossy stair. That should be good. And then we can have glowberries growing off of some of the ceiling moss. I should probably have some more ceiling moss in other places, but for now, that should be good. Since that's the only other ceiling amethyst that we haven't done anything to. Honestly, I do like that. And that would have to be carved into, so we can probably get away with putting a stair right there. So that way, once there's glass here, it'll be an entirely separate room that we have to access through that doorway. All right. All right, all right, all right. You know what? I'm going to quickly grab a grass block. I do not have a grass block in there. That's actually kind of surprising. I should have a grass block go over here. Yes. I don't think I need two. I think I just need one for now. And we have a bunch of glowberries. There we go. We can let that spread on its own terms. You know what? Let's go ahead and have some mossy cobble over here as well. There we go. Then we can put a stair and a slab over there. And it is now daytime. All right. Too much. I think that's still too much. I think that needs to be a slab. Yeah, that fits better. And then over here, let's grab gravel, andesite, and stone. And I'm still running out of both stone and stairs. Stone and stairs. Ah, yes. Slabs and stairs. I will be running out of stone. But that is not the thing that I was trying to say. There we go. That should be better. Let's put down some gravel, some cobble. I'm just gonna put that torch over there. And cobble. Cobble, and let's put down some gravel. I guess the gravel's going there. Alright. And then we can put stone in the rest of the places. Except here. So we can get away with putting gravel and andesite there. This was stone before. Was this stone before? No, this was gravel before. I'm just gonna put stone slabs so we can have gravel. And stone. We can put an andesite slab there. That's too much cobble in one spot. Let's instead make it andesite gravel, and we need to change all of that into any other block that is not andesite. There we go. Much better. How do I want to do this? I could put a block here as well. And curve it in. Actually, this one should be cobble. There we go. Those need to turn into stone-like blocks. There we go. I mean, I can bring that one. I can bring these two down. That should be fine, because that's going to be covered up. Nope, nope, nope. I do actually really need to put a light source up there. Because that would really suck, accidentally creating a spawnable area inside of the ceiling. Wouldn't be the best idea. Wouldn't have been on purpose, but still wouldn't be the best idea. Actually, let's have that be a full block. There we go. You know what? Let's put some cobble, some andesite, some stone, and some more andesite. There we go. There we go. That looks better. That looks a lot better. Alright. You know what? Before we do more, I'm gonna go grab that's not all of my is that all of my glowberries? It shouldn't be. I can grab some of these. Let's not have those in my main hand. That is seriously all of my glowberries. Alright. Fine, I'll harvest these then. Those should grow back at some point. That's just 3. We're gonna need more than 3. And those ones haven't grown. You know what? We do have bone meal, so I can always get more. I think that's just what I'm gonna have to do. Alright. Fine. There we go. I want to have some of these planted so they can just grow. There we go. That's not in line with glass. So technically I could plant something there, but I think it'll be fine. Ooh, you know what? Let's grab some bone meal. We need to get rid of the floor anyway. Then we can use this moss. Up here. Damn. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Then we can also put one over here. There we go. I need to put some of this away. Because this isn't going to be all of it yet. Because we still need to fix all of the ceiling. And all of the walls. But it helps get a better understanding. Yeah! Glad you like it. Also, hi, Sage. But yeah, even with those small changes, it's definitely helping it come together. I also need to change those into something that isn't cobble. Not cobble. Coal. It started with a C. Cobble. Right, I lose a fair chunk of variety when we go to the ceiling. That's fine. Doesn't need to be too much on the ceiling. In fact, we could probably get away with it having larger chunks of one block in comparison to the walls. Just for the simple fact that we want the main focus to not be on the ceiling, but we also want the ceiling to be presentable. Alrighty then. Why did it instantly break? Alright. There we go. I need to grab some more stone. There we go. Even even with that slight change, it does do a lot. I love the fact that the majority of the time I've gone out so far it's been nighttime, so I don't have to worry too much about the bees. There we go. I have even more stone. And another torch. Alright, that's not the right block. Yeah, there we go. For now, I'll just put a torch up there so we can actually see what we're doing. You know what? In this general area, in comparison to the others, it does look a little bit more dead, which makes sense. It's part of a cave, but there's no greenery. I think I want to change that. I don't want to have too many crystals, though. I could have a few smaller crystals just hanging out. Just have a few of these. Hold on. Hold on. I need to get my silk touch pick. Because I don't want to lose this box. Hi, bees. There are so many bees. There we go. There we go. And then fill this with moss. So we put one here, and then one here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty then. Let's make some stairs. Some slabs. Ow. Forgot that was there. Alright. And instead we can have one over here. There we go. You know what? I don't have cobblestone stairs. I need a cobblestone stair. There we go. What am I gonna do with the floor? Because with the floor, I know I want there to be a... Ooh. You know what? I know I want there to be a barrier separating certain areas, but we can have it where there's essentially like a stone gap in between each of the two, or three, I guess, where we have flower area, gap, dirt trail, gap, farm. We do something like that. You know what? I think I'm going to use moss for this. Just because we're still running low. There we go. Keep the gap. Right, you don't do anything to gravel. That's fine. That's fine. I can get rid of gravel myself then. Because I know it doesn't do anything to cobblestone. The gravel I forgot about, but that's fine. There we go. That's a fair chunk of moss recovered. There we go. I could probably get away with having grass in the area where there's going to be a dirt trail. But I do still want there to be that separation. Because I think it'll look good in the end. And there we go. There we go. You know what? I can grab all that coal as well. I don't think we need to grab more coal. I think we're gonna be fine on the coal. There we go. We need to get rid of the dye, right? There we go. Let's go ahead and grab... I dropped off all my stone. You know what? That works. Let's make that andesite. That's too much cobble in one area. Too much gravel in one area. That's not the right. There we go. That works. I should probably be doing this when I actually have dirt here, but it's fine. Wrong thing. There we go. Cobble, gravel, andesite, gravel. I need to grab more andesite because this is the only andesite I have on me right now. Andesite. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to put more stone down. I'm trying to get rid of as much stone as I had. Oh, there we go. Gravel, cobble. I looked down here to see what was going on, and then proceeded to jump down. Alright. Wasn't what I meant to do, but alright. That works, I guess. You know what? I want a stair. There we go. Do I want this to be on dirt or stone? It'd probably be better if I had stone around it, in all fairness. Considering this is supposed to be something that's helping keep the whole thing stationary, probably be better if it looked like it could actually support it. There we go. Do I have a whole bunch of dirt? Not necessarily. I'm gonna need to grab some more dirt. I have a whole bunch of copper, though. Alright. We'll head in here and dirt. I don't know how much dirt we're gonna need, but we're gonna need a decent bit. That should be enough. Maybe. Seriously? And once we have all of this placed down, we can start actually making the pathway, which will include having all the root dirt and everything. I don't think I have a whole bunch of root dirt on hand. I guess I know what I'm gonna do. Because I need to get that. Yeah, we'll end up getting grass on here. Eventually, this will be covered with grass. Which is fine. I'll get over it. And it'll be good in the end. Because having this whole thing be path would be a lot of path. It means they would have to be walking over a large amount of area for a long amount of time. For no reason. They could just follow the normal pathway and get to their destination, but I guess at the moment they're taking all of the path, including the grass. There we go. I could probably get away with having a bit of sand closer to the water here. Because I already have clay over there. I could definitely put sugarcane in the area. So it doesn't seem like a terrible idea. There we go. Now we have the ground. It's no longer just stone and some diorite. Alright, that works. And I wasn't too far off on how much dirt I needed. I'll take it. You know what? Right over here. We'll have a little bit of moss that pokes through. There we go. You definitely wouldn't want to step on them, but it's making moss grow, so it'll be fine. Just don't walk over them, and you won't get poked in the foot. I have a feeling, because this is going to be a table, I have a feeling that they probably just walked around the table, but didn't walk too much on any of the amethyst, unless they had to. But all of the amethyst is kind of in the corners and everything. So it's not too bad. It's a little bad, but not too bad. There we go. I'll put that away for now, and I need to grab the main stone blocks. There we go. Oh. I'm out of andesite slabs. I guess I'll grab some more of those. There we go. We could probably get away with having it close a little bit more next to the entrance over here. Something like that. There we go. Before we continue, let's go ahead and fix our wall situation with all the granite. Because we do not need granite here. I was gonna have gravel up there, but oh well. It's fine. I'll put gravel up here instead. And you know what? I can put a stair there. There we go. I'm gonna need to kind of do a little bit more once I move those chests. Because it's kind of hard to see what's behind the chests, but it's fine. Worst comes to worst, we'll do a little bit of touch up afterwards. Which isn't too bad. Could be worse. There we go. Oh, you know what? Let's make a cobblestone wall. Let's exchange that for gravel. Since we have cobblestone right there. We already have cobblestone right there. We do not need cobblestone right next to each other. I already have gravel. Let's do gravel. Andesite. Cobblestone. And then stone. There we go. And then we can smooth a few things out. Let's use andesite over here. That's a bit much. What about a stair? Yes on the stair, but not cobblestone. If I'm going to do that, there needs to be a wall. Andesite. I mean, okay, that looks better in comparison to all the others. I could put an andesite wall there. There we go. That looks better than whatever I was trying to do before. Alright, that works. That indeed works. And then, but actually, no, that should be andesite because we already have 2 stone slabs over there. Alright. Yeah, that works, that works. I need to change those. Let's get some more slabs and stairs. I don't know why I was doing it in that pattern, but you know what? It works. It works. There we go. Yeah. I think that makes a fairly big difference in comparison to what it looked like before. Alright, alright. Let's go ahead and fix this wall since we're right here. So let's do gravel, gravel, too much cobble in one place, cobble, and andesite. Andesite. And stone. There we go. You know what? With that patch of grass, we could probably put another thing of amethyst up there. Come on. And then grab these. I forgot there was water up there. Alright. Not the safest thing, but that's fine. I just need to be careful. Very careful. That's fine. You know what? And then... There we go. Let's put another one right here. Good, good. We should probably make the table before we start putting down any path. Hold on. Kitty, are you okay? Kitty? Ah, it's fine. Kitty's fine. Kitty's fine. Kitty just learned how to go into blocks. I'm grabbing something. Ah, yes. Honestly, I feel like dark oak would be pretty good. We don't have any actual furniture in the place. So this would be the marking of any furniture that we do have. I feel like having super dark furniture in a place that's going to be brightly lit eventually is a good idea. We'll see. Do I... Did I use all of the... I know I didn't use all the slabs, but did I use all of the... I didn't. I'm glad I double-checked this chest instead of just using what I had and wasting it. Alright. Wait a minute. I think that's actually a good table design. Hold on. We could do that. Oh, okay. Stop it. Get rid of the cobblestone around it. I don't have any more stairs on me. I grabbed all the stairs that were available, so I might as well just make some more. There we go. I got some mossy carpet. That makes 3? It makes 3. I need 8. You know, I'm just gonna grab all of that dark oak. I'm not gonna need all of that dark oak, but might as well grab it. There we go. Just to make chairs. And then we can put a lantern in the center. Did I bring in the lanterns? I didn't. I'm just gonna bring in all the lanterns. There we go. We have the table. The singular table. Oh, you know what? In order to light the majority of this place, I'm probably gonna need more hidden lights. So I'm gonna see if I have more jack-o'-lanterns at my disposal. I don't think I might have used some of my jack-o'-lanterns. I didn't. I can use the rest of these and then carve some more pumpkins. If I need more. There we go. I don't want to do the lighting over here. Because it is going to end up being visible at... Not necessarily, actually. So what I can do... What are you? You're a water source. Of course you're a water source. We can put a pumpkin right there. Put some sugar cane. There, and right here. Do I still have my bucket on me? I do. Good. Sure, right over here we're gonna be able to see the pumpkin once we till the land, but should be fine. Because I just want to make sure that this place isn't going to have unfortunate friends spawn. Because that would kind of suck. Spruce. I'm gonna need spruce. Didn't mean to mind that much, but alright. Do I have spruce fences on hand? I have a few spruce fences on hand. Alright. Let's see here. Definitely right here. Nope, right here. And then one over here. Over here. On either side. There we go. You can put one right here. I'm gonna need to put one over here as well. Because sure, I could put more floor pumpkins, which I am going to end up doing, especially over there. But having a few visible light sources doesn't seem like a bad idea. There we go. We could put one there as well. That's not going to be necessary. It can now be moss, but that wasn't necessary for me to break. There we go. Can I get rid of that without it being too dark? Kind of. That's better. Now the place is actually lit up. Let's get rid of GIF. There we go. There we go. Alright. Lighting is almost good. You know what? You're gonna turn into a pumpkin. There we go. And then over here, we can have it kind of split off, where one goes over to the table over here, and one just heads around. Let's go ahead and replace those. Whoa. Alright. Have it be more so like this. And then, of course, some can go in this direction because they're going to be working on this land. Which is probably why this is so close to the edge over here. You know what? Let's let there be a little bit more of a barrier. So we can have it do this more so. So it kind of goes whoop all the way over. And then it can also go off. So we have 3 directions you can go from just from here. Of course, you can go to any of these off the trail, but this is just the pathway that they would normally take. Meaning I do need to grab coarse dirt and everything. But for now, that should be good. I need to grab stone, cobble, andesite, and gravel again. Because there's still a few things I need to fix, mainly in the ceiling. Actually, I think it's only in the ceiling. Because at the floor, sure, some of it I still need to put some stairs and slabs. But it's mainly the ceiling I need to work on. Which I also need stairs and slabs for. Let's do andesite. I need to move the gravel so I don't accidentally place it and almost suffocate myself. So as much as that would be funny, I would like to avoid that. There we go. You know what? Where is it? That's not what I wanted to grab. There it is. That way I can break all of this and then place it as we need. Then let's do bop, 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 bop. Dang it. Apparently I'm on the floor now. Dang it! I would like to place this correctly. Thank you. Okay. Can I not fall? Please? Can I reach? Yeah. Wrong side. Oh, there it is. Oh, dang it. There we go. Is there any more? Besides, of course, above the farmland. Because that I haven't even attempted to texture yet. There we go. Let's do bop and bop. Maybe right over here, here. Please. There we go. That's not what I wanted to place. I wanted to place andesite. Then andesite, andesite, andesite. That might actually want to be stone instead, but that's fine. Dang it. Nope. I'd like to stop misplacing the andesite, please. There we go. And I used all of the slabs of the stairs. So let's go ahead and make some more. You know what would also help if I had? Dripstone. I don't have dripstone yet. Oh well. Oh well. Let's put one over here. And then start putting slabs. Come on. There we go. Let's not do 2 cobblestone. Let's do andesite instead. And then andesite. That's not... There we go. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna grab some bone meal. So you can get some blueberries. I think I want some over here. Let's grab moss. And then some of those. Come on. There we go. I need more moss. That's fine. And then you do bop and bop. There we go. I'm definitely going to need to get the shears so we can cut them at a decent length, but for now, that should be good. I do want some of this to be a little overgrown. Not too overgrown, but a little bit. Because why not? Alright. And now a thing we need to do... We have one pillar. Do I actually want to put another pillar? Because I remember when I was first digging out this area and made this first initial pillar, I was talking about putting another pillar all the way back there, but I think this main pillar is enough at this point in time. However, what is going on with the organization here? Well, that's the thing, there is no organization. What am I talking about? There we go. Let's go ahead and grab some honeycomb and honey blocks. Because I am going to be making the back area have, of course, honeycomb and honey blocks, but I also want a smaller version of that in here as well. Probably get away with it being right here. Wait a minute. I don't think I have that much terracotta. I think I used all the terracotta the first time I used it. And I don't think I have a whole ton of clay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the furnace upstairs. Let it smelt, dye it yellow, and we can use that. But I think that's gonna be the last of the terracotta I use for this project, specifically for now. Until I get a better way of sourcing said terracotta. Because at the moment, I don't think I have a good source of it. Then again, I'm fairly certain you can get clay from trying out mud, I think it was. Never done it before, but fairly certain that's something you can do. I got to break those blocks. And these blocks need to be dirt. Need to be dirt. I'm gonna put a honey block right there, so 3 blocks. I need 3 blocks to be the terracotta. At the very least. It's not gonna be too much. It's just gonna be a little bit. Because this is where the flowers are gonna be, so it makes sense that they're over there. And you know what? While I'm waiting for the terracotta to smelt, I'm gonna grab my hoe. I have a few hoes. I think this hoe should last, though. Could be wrong, but I think it should last. Never mind. I was incorrect. Then I'll grab another hoe. And that one should last. Hopefully. Is that a random piece of sand on the... Alright. You know what? The Endermen are gonna do what Endermen do. That's fine. Okay, I did not want to place a torch there. That is a pumpkin. And I can't place... Wait, yes I can. I don't have a carpet on me. Let's grab a carpet. Am I out of carpet? I don't think I'm out of carpet, but I am out of carpet here. Let's go ahead and check our storage real quick. There we go. I'm just gonna grab 2. You know what? I have bamboo over here, but I need sugarcane more so. Do I have sugarcane over here? I do not. Of course I don't. I can go upstairs and grab a fair chunk of sugarcane. It should be fine. Hi, Enderman. You know what? I'll just harvest this. There we go. And then... But and then... But there we go. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I think I want to turn that into dirt. Where's my dirt? There's my dirt. So you, and you need to be dirt. Dang it. There we go. And that needs to be at least andesite. We can put some bamboo down here. Doesn't hurt. I need to stop doing that. And you know what? I'll even put some bamboo on this side. And now we can go grab the terracotta. It was in this one. There it is. And we just need 2 yellow dye. There we go. We can put honey there. Some more terracotta. I'll put moss, moss, dirt. There. Alright, alright. I have no reason for placing them like that. I'm just gonna be placing a whole bunch of seeds together. So there's gonna be carrots, potatoes, and all of that. And it doesn't need to be uniform. It'll be fine. Alright. Let's see here. What do I need? I need the flowers. I don't have bone meal on me. Where, oh where, did I put a peony? I know I've gotten a peony in the past, but where did I put it? There it is. You know what? I wasn't certain that was gonna work, but it did, and I'll take it. Well, I didn't want to break that, but alright. Then we can put some firefly bushes. Just like that. There we go. It's slowly but surely starting to come along. I need to grab a whole lot of seeds. I might have to harvest the beetroot to get the beetroot seeds. Now that I think about it. And for a lot of them, we actually can just take them from down here. I'm definitely gonna need to get more wheat seeds. Alright. And then the rest will be wheat seeds, which I'm fairly certain I have an overabundance of if I go upstairs. Up we go. Wheat seeds. I very much have an overabundance of wheat seeds. Oh, that's too dark. I mean, I could put a lantern right here. I wasn't expecting that to be too dark. Actually, kind of surprised. There we go. Honestly, I like how that looks. I think it looks nice. Because this is going to be... Ooh. I might have colored glass. We'll see. Because this is going to... Hi, Love Stick. Because that's going to be covered in glass. We're going to have a moss farm back here. We're only going to be able to truly access it through here. So just focusing on the main area, excluding that part, because we'll work on it later. I think that's pretty good. Alright. This is atrocious. You know what? Poppy. I really need to fix this. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some more coarse dirt. This is Java. Right, I don't have a whole lot of rooted dirt. No. Alright. That's fine. I can easily get 14 rooted dirt. Because I have a whole lot of bone meal. Somewhere. I'm gonna need to grab more, aren't I? So far, we're on session 29. And essentially, I'm gonna see how long I'm gonna stick with this world, because my last not hardcore world that I did which was a while ago. It was actually during the beginning of my channel that I made this world. Not this one, but the first one. I don't remember how many sessions it lasted, but the main reason I stopped that one was because I lost the world itself. So we'll see how long this one lasts. Hopefully it's a lot longer than the other one. I'm gonna want to switch those out since I'm gonna be going upstairs. Am I not storing bamboo somewhere? I am. That should be good. And I think it is just barely daytime. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Also, I commend you. That is really long time. I think my longest hardcore world was around, I think it was late 20 sessions. Hi, Enderman. But I didn't get further than that. Alright. It's daytime. How long is it going to be daytime? It's going to be daytime for long enough. I did remember to keep dirt on me, right? I did not. That's fine. So go over, grab bone meal, go back, grab some dirt, and then we'll get 14 rooted dirt. I have an overabundance of bones. Legitimately, I need to fix the storage down there. Because I had to move all of those bones upstairs, otherwise it was going to be a little too full. Are you turning nighttime as well? Or did you just decide to snow just because you can? Either way, I'm like, I need to sleep before I head back upstairs, but come on. Days of me playing. I honestly don't know how many days it's been in game. Do, 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 do. I swear you used to be able to find it in here. I might need to go into it and change what parts are shown and which parts are hidden. I honestly don't know how many days it's been. I could maybe find it in statistics. Maybe. You know what? Damage, distance. I mean, it shows the number of deaths, but oh, time played 6.24 days, and that's most likely real life days because it's been a lot more than that in game days. So that's how many actual real life days I've been playing in this specific world. Yeah. It's a fair chunk of time. Come on, I know it's gonna be night. I know once I go up there, it's gonna end up being night. Please? Am I wrong? I am not wrong. I can see how dark it is. Please let me sleep. Uh, in the sense of I have beaten the Ender Dragon before, yes. Not by myself, but I have beaten the Ender Dragon. Okay, please. Am I just... Are there colors in the sky? I know, I saw the sun close-ish to setting. Yeah, there's colors in the sky. So I was getting concerned because I spent a fair chunk of time looking for dirt and bone meal. Alright. Let me... do that real quick. I don't think I'll need all of this bone meal, but you know what? Worst that happens is that this is way too much bone meal. We can turn it back into bone blocks. I should have grabbed my shears, but I didn't. I'm gonna go grab some shears. Because I might as well grab some leaves while I'm at it. I think I'm actually running low on... Not often. I think the main tutorial that I'm going to use that I can see in the horizon, besides, of course, the iron farm, I did use a tutorial for the iron farm. But the one that is on the horizon for me is the moss farm. Because there's going to be a moss farm in this general area, and I am not confident enough with redstone to just do it off the top of my head. I'm looking for something. Shears. That's what I'm grabbing. I'm fairly certain I have a pair of shears over here that I can use instead of the ones that I have for my honey. Right? Never mind. But most redstone things are probably going to be led along by some sort of tutorial. Oh, nice. At some point in time, I do want to learn redstone to the point where I feel more confident with it. I know the basics. Do I know how all of them work? No. But I know the basics. Like, I can make a sugarcane and melon farm right off the top of my head. And even a super smelter I can get relatively close. But other than that... My shears. Oh. Dang it. I Probably should have made another pair of shears. You know what? There are 14 trees. I probably should make probably 2 pairs of shears. I'm gonna make 2 pairs of shears. There's a lot of leaves. I'll be prepared. Oh, that's fair. That is fair. I do not have a silk touch hoe, but that's a good idea. I don't want this trick. You learned that trick a while ago, but if you place some redstone, you can place a block in the middle and you can save a lot more. That's fair. Uh, yeah, because you're powering the block. That's honestly a good idea. I think the main thing is that if you have a big area to play around with, you can definitely do that. I think my main problem that I usually come across when I'm using redstone is mainly just for the simple fact that I most of the time use redstone for very simple redstone things, like a super smelter. I end up accidentally locking the hoppers. That's my main problem. And then you have to work around that. And the majority of the redstone is just with the rails. Because you need to power the rails while also not powering the hoppers. And if you're in too much of a confined space, that can be a very big issue. I learned that the hard way. There is really going to come a point where I'm going to need a super smelter. I can see it. I just need to actually have that area dug out before I do it. And that area is not on this floor. It's on the, I think, 2 floors down, technically. So it's going to be a bit before I have one, but that is definitely my future. You know what? The rest of those can turn into the azalea bushes. You know what? I'm fine with that. I got a fair chunk of leaves. That'll do. Come on. There we go. And then the whole reason I planted these trees is legitimately just for rooted dirt. That's all I wanted. It's rooted dirt. But you know what? The leaves are a bonus. And apparently I'm going to trap myself in a hole while I'm here. There we go. I am not going to have enough room. True, I am going to get a lot of oak from this. You are not wrong. I'm definitely going to want to come back up here. Because I have a feeling I'm not going to have enough room for this. I wonder why I have that feeling. Looks at inventory that is legitimately full. Is that another piece? That's another piece of wood. Don't hide wood from me. Um, Texture packs, not necessarily. It depends on the texture pack. And mods, I do enjoy playing with mods, but not on this world. Um, I'm actually thinking of having a few one-off things with friends. Uh, with either Blue or Bun of playing some modded worlds. Most likely horror mods because they're fun, but having those kinds of shenanigans. It's definitely something I have thought about. But this is just normal vanilla. And in all fairness, there's still a chunk of normal vanilla that I still haven't necessarily experienced. So I don't feel like I need to mod it to keep me going. At least not at the moment. I don't think I will for a very long time. And if I ever do, I'll take breaks with modded, then come back. That's normal. And then we have Azalea. Oak. Oak. Azalea. I need to go back upstairs. I need to sleep and then grab all of the leftover things before they despawn. Please don't despawn. Uh, not anytime soon. And this is actually something I have thought about, but if I were to do it, it wouldn't be a full face reveal. I'd probably have a mask or something on, but it's not going to be anytime soon. For many reasons. One of which is I just got my PNG tuber model done and drawn. So it's like, I want to play around with this. Plus, there's a lot of aspects when it comes to showing your face. So, not for a very long time. All right. Let's put that there. Let's put away the azalea. We now have 14 rooted dirt. We can put the bone blocks away. I'm just going to put the bone meal in here since I put the bone blocks in there. Might as well. Might as well. All right. Let's go ahead and dig out where the trail's going to be. I mean, yes. How? There we go. There we go. Probably want to put some more normal dirt in between all of this, but it's fine. Let's put some rooted dirt scattered around here. I kind of forgot about root blocks. Are you sure it's towing it? Because I know how I put the... Hold on. Don't you dare be. Don't you dare be. Stay there. It is not be safe for you yet. Alright. I'm looking for... Please. There we go. So I can grab the bone meal and not accidentally look at the Enderman. Alright, Night Sage. Dang it, I don't have shears on me. Alright. Let's grab some iron to make some shears. And then we'll get some roots. Thank you for reminding me that roots exist. There they are. That works. How many did it get? 19? Let's make that 20. Alright. That works. Yeah, I honestly didn't know you could hoe it. I just didn't want to hoe it and then have it turn into normal dirt afterwards. But I remembered that you could use bone meal to bone meal the block and have the roots grow underneath. Because I don't remember when. Oh, dang it! I don't remember when I saw this, but it was a little while ago, probably a few years ago at this point, when I saw a farm of sorts where you'd have dispenser, bone meal, and it would bone meal the rooted dirt. Not often. I will occasionally, but not too often. Really? I am somehow out of... Was that all of my coarse dirt? That might have been all of my coarse dirt. Back in the day, before I started streaming, I played a lot more on servers, but nowadays I usually just stick to my own worlds. Where... Have a little bit more coarse dirt. Uh, what do you mean? Oh, do I play on? Uh, very rarely I hop on Hypixel. There we go. Trying to remember the name. And back in the day when the Hive existed, the Hive, but that's no longer a thing, which is still kind of sad. I liked playing the hide and seek minigame. I need a bit more dirt in the ceiling. Good, I still have scaffolding on me. There we go. Um, I haven't played Bedrock Edition in a very long time. I I can't remember the last time I did play it. I do have a few big memories with Bedrock Edition, like playing over at friends' houses on either Xbox or PS4, or playing at my own house on PS4 with Minecraft Bedrock Edition. But it's been a very long time since I have. Oh, you know what? I have shears on me. There we go. Please. Did I already snip this one? I might have. I think I did. Let's go ahead and snip that one. There we go. Much better. I'm gonna have to get string for the bamboo and sugarcane, but other than that, it's looking good. Hi, Blue. Doing pretty good. So far, we have a lot of this decorated. Now we just really need to dig out this area, and then eventually make a moss farm. I'm not familiar with that one, I don't think. Oh. Just gonna do that. I didn't open up into anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do that. Totally. How do I want to make this back room? I have maybe 5 blocks I can go over in that direction. Huh? That makes sense, having to play on Bedrock because you're on console. Honestly, last time I played in Bedrock, I think my main gripe was that the offhand wasn't necessarily it wasn't working how Java had it. But that's my only gripe with it that I can think of off the top. Oh no, you're good. You're good. I understand. Autocorrect can really suck at times. Legitimately, there have been so many times where it's like, I want to type this out. No, you're going to type this out. That is the complete wrong word. Ah, thanks. I wanted it. I wanted it to say bagel instead of begin, or something along those lines. I'm not even really joking. I haven't had that specific one happen, I don't think, but I have had some ridiculous encounters with autocorrect. Mainly when I'm on my phone. Because I don't type on my phone all too often, so I'll be writing a message or something. And it's like, oh, did you mean this? No! What part of that did I mean? I have to change different letters out to make sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Um, with a lot of things, actually. I won't say I'm the worst speller in the world, but I'm definitely not the best. So I completely understand that. There have been times, though, where it's like, I know this word is spelt right. Why are you telling me it's spelt wrong? And then you'll look it up and it's like, no, I spelled it right. What are you smoking? Why do you say the word is wrong? I think that's mainly with Word, though. I haven't done too many other writing things, long writing things on other platforms in a little bit. I mean, I can go over a tad on this side. And then do the same over here. You know what, for now I'll just put dirt. The Goatman mods? I'll write it down and check it out. Hold on. Where? You know, I don't know where my sticky notes are. I have a piece of paper and I have a pencil. I'll use that instead. Goatman mods. I won't guarantee it, but I'll definitely check it out. There we go. Ooh, that's always fun. I would like to put some of this away. Oh, I used my Silk Touch pick. Alright. This is why we can't nice things. go. Where is... There's spruce. Yeah, I usually use... At least for modding, I use Cursed Forge or Modrinth for Minecraft mods. Usually. You know what? There we go. That's not where I want to place that. You know, I have more oak on me. I can't guarantee that, but maybe someday. But I usually like to stay in more private servers. Whoa! Alright. Weird lag spike. You know what? Ooh, you know what? What we can do, if I can grab some dark oak. I can make some stairs. I don't need to make any more stairs. We can have stairs. We can have trapdoors. Dang it. Why did I place it all the way up there? And then we can put... I don't have enough lanterns on hand. Iron. I need iron. That should be good. There we go. Yeah! That's the plan. You know what? Instead of that, I might just put... Something about this seems off. You know what? Wait, 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 wait. You can do that. And I don't have dark oak trapdoors on hand. There we go. That's definitely not enough. There we go. Do I need it too high? I don't think I need it too high. Damn. If I put it on the inside, it's gonna make it more crowded, which is not gonna be what I want. Ooh, that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna use dark oak though, just because it matches the bark of the spruce better. So something like that. Dang it. There we go. And those aren't visible from the outside. And you know what? Do I have? I do. I need at least a slab. And I could definitely put a wall there. I'll put an andesite wall. I kind of do have an enchanting room at the moment, but I do have an idea for a better enchanting setup that isn't on this specific level. At the moment, I have, well, technically two enchanting setups, but right now I have an enchanting setup all the way in the back of my storage area. It's a small little area, but it definitely works, and I am going to keep it. But I say either one or two floors down, because this is not the only floor. Because right now we have two. I think either on the third or the fourth floor, I'll have an enchanting setup that is going to be very grand. Probably on the third floor, if I were to think about it, just for the simple fact that the third floor is going to be like a living tree floor almost, because there's going to be a whole bunch of giant trees just due to the fact that there's going to be that's where the crystal testing and everything like that is going to be. And the crystals, the amethyst, is what's causing things to grow at a higher rate and grow where it's not necessarily supposed to be. Not at the moment. I do need to make several bedrooms because this is supposed to be like an underground city of sorts. But at the moment, I do not have a bedroom. I just sort of have a hold on. I just sort of have a bed in random places. Like I have a bed here and then a bed up there, but I don't actually have a bedroom of sorts. I will have one eventually, but at the moment, I do not have one. Something about this feels off. Do I have more stairs? I do not. In the middle of the river? What river? Oh, wait. That river? Alright, so what I have planned for this is once I... Hi, Lantern. I placed you there. I don't know why I ran into you. Once I have this area cleared out, because I have a lot more of this area I need to clean out, but once I have this all cleared out, anything that is underneath the river, I'm basically going to kind of make a glass tube of sorts holding up the river and kind of making it so it's right above the area. So it's not intruding on the nature above ground. That's the plan with that. But I am planning on making a few custom trees in this area once I feel like I have enough beehives. Because I may have a lot of beehives, but I don't have a lot of natural beehives. So I do need to do that. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to do. When did you get in here? Hey, you're not supposed to be in here. You're supposed to be out there. Bee, friend, alright, you know what? Since you're already in here, I'll grab one of these. Because there is going to be beehives in there anyway, but they weren't supposed to be in there yet. I've been using cherry. I have a lot of cherry trapdoors. Alright. Yes, I know you're kind of stuck in here, Bee, but you chose that for yourself. You chose to be in here. Ooh. That's a fantastic idea. Legitimately. I'm not going to use spruce. I'll use dark oak. I have honey in here? I do. You're not wrong. Oh, wait. I think I can kind of remedy it. I want to test it out. Hold on. Uh, I'll grab some yellow terracotta just to put it back here. So I put it there. It's not gonna work if I put it there. And you'll see why. Actually, you know what? Granite, help me out. There we go. I want to put it in this general area. However, if I do something like this... Actually, hold on. Let me in! Fairly certain one of these was cobblestone, if I had to assume. But have it be something like that? Oh, and there's a bee in there. Because at that point, then it'll still match with the other furniture of sorts that we have in the area. Either that or you can put a stair underneath it. Careful. Hmm. Oh, dang it. I don't know why I feel like I need multiple here. I do not have another thing of dirt on me. Dirt. You know what? That works. Wasn't what I meant to do, but it works. That's fine. So I can grab another one. Good, it's nighttime. You know what? No. If it's like that, it takes up more room. Which is fine. Make it one block apart. That's not a bad idea. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Why are you still growing? I need to close that up before another bee escapes. Just on the off chance. There we go. Bop and bop. Oh, you know what? Wait. I probably had more barrels I could have grabbed, but that's fine. If I do that, I probably should have stuck with spruce. Which is fine. I can go and make it spruce. Yeah, I think I want to make it spruce. Should have stuck with spruce. Yeah. That is the plan. Do I have spruce stairs? I don't think I have spruce stairs. If I do, I'll regret it later. That's fine. There we go. Give me the stairs. I also need mossy carpet. But I do not have mossy carpet. Hold on. Hold your organs. There we go. I need to drop those off. There we go. I probably should, but it's fine. Oh, that's very cute. That was a fantastic idea. Thank you for the recommendation. Legitimately, that looks really good. We now have a few more beehives. And then we'll have even more in here for backup bees. Alright. Oh, I really need to fix that. How much of that is on the other side? Apparently enough to take out a carrot. Not too much. Alright. Nice. Alright. I think I am going to end it here for today. So, oh, hold on. Wait. I need to fix this, and then it'll be the end. No, where's... Alright, fine. Where's the gravel? There we go. I'll just make some more cursed dirt. It's fine. There we go. And now, I think that's gonna be it for me today. We did a fair chunk. I mean, we got this entire main part of this cave decorated, and I'm really happy with how it turned out so far. I am going to be streaming this Friday. It's going to be Phasma Friday. I usually have Phasmophobia on Fridays. And then on Mondays recently, it's been Terraria. I am thinking about doing something on Saturday, but I need to chat with Bun and or Blue about that one. But yeah, usually the more guaranteed ones I stream on is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I do have a Saturday stream every once in a while. So look out for those if you want to see me again. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining. If you like the live stream, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more content from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get notified for any future live streams or videos, go ahead and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you beautiful people next time. Bye! And nice. I'll see you next time.